He was walking me through it slowly. And the Lord was also showing me other videos to get the message to me. And one thing I learned is when I watch something or I see something, sometimes I can be immediately convicted, but I said, Lord, this is not my conviction. But I don't feel like this is my conviction, but I know that my feelings can lie. So if this is something that you're revealing to me, please show me, and I will adhere to it, and I will do away with it accordingly. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel where I share about all things faith, inspiration, and lifestyle. I am Brittany Lachey. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be notified when I post new videos. Now, I did notice that although I do not have many views, there are a few of you that return and watch. So I just ask that you go ahead and click subscribe and become a part of my family so that you do not have to search for me and, constantly check to see if I've posted a video. You will be notified by YouTube. So go ahead and do that for me now. Thank you. Today, I want to share my hair revelation. God had already been dealing with me about this for years, but it wasn't until recently that I received the message. Being under great ministry with Covered by God with Tiffany Montgomery, my intimate relationship with Jesus Christ has grown tremendously. And one thing that we were doing a few months ago is tearing down idols and also ridding yourself of any items in your home that are producing witchcraft and just idols all together. So this is something that I was already struggling with, but I've finally gotten the message and I've laid it down. I believe it was in February or March when I did my hair in the Senegalese twist. Now, prior to that, I started using this vitamin called manganese. Now, I am not a doctor. I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not suggesting that you try this. I'm just letting you know that this is something that I started using after doing research. It basically helps with premature graying. Different things cause premature graying. So I had been taking the manganese for it was probably only 3 weeks. And I was standing in the mirror and I started seeing these red hairs. And I was looking, I'm like, why is my hair red? And I kept looking. And the Holy Spirit said, did you forget? Y'all, both sides of my family, my mother's side and my father's side, hair is dark brown or sandy or, a sandy brown. Those are the tones of both sides of my family's hair. Now, I had my first gray hair when I was in the 5th grade due to wisdom, but over the years, I started dyeing my hair in high school. I started dyeing my hair jet black because my paternal aunt and my paternal grandma, their hair was black. When I was in high school, that's also when I started experimenting with tracks. So because my aunt wore black hair, she dyed her hair black, I started doing the same thing. And I've been dyeing my hair black forever. And so even after taking the manganese and seeing improvement in my hair color, because I had already invested my money and my time in making the wigs, guess what I did? I went and got some jet black. Ranch is my paternal, as my paternal grandmother would say. Now, I recall reading before that semi-permanent dye, because it has hydrogen peroxide in it, it basically strips the hair of its melanin and causes premature graying. I hope I'm remembering it correctly. If not, I will post something or I'll do a voiceover. But it's either the ammonia or the hydrogen peroxide that is stripping the hair and causing the premature graying. And so, although I had my first gray hair in the 5th grade, that was due to wisdom. But because of my dyeing my hair from high school all the way up until a month or so ago, that has sped up the production of the grain. There are also other things that can cause an excess of grain, and I'll touch on that in another video. But again, it wasn't until that moment that I remembered that I was changing my identity. I remembered that I was dyeing my hair. Catch that in the spirit. I was killing the natural color of my hair. And anytime I got my hair done, anytime I got braids, most of the time, I'm going to say 90% of the time, the braids were black. If it was weave, 90% of the time, the braids were black, and I had to dye my hair. Again, I thought I was dyeing my hair because of the gray. I was covering my roots. No, initially when I started dyeing my hair, it's because my hair wasn't dark enough. So this was before I actually did the Senegalese twist wig, again, which was my one of my last videos. I'm not sure which order this will be in, but when as I was doing that video, towards the end, I remember saying, that I had more, and you would see, I would post the content of me installing the other wigs, because I do have that content. And I couldn't figure out why I was feeling funny about it. And so these different videos started popping up about, people being convicted of this, just different things. One thing was braids, and then something else was weave altogether. Listen, it was a few videos. Now, I'm sharing my revelation, and, I hope that this resonates with someone, or it reveals something to someone as well, that a message that God is trying to speak to you. One thing I've learned, that just because somebody else is convicted of something, it doesn't mean that it is my personal conviction. So when all of those videos started popping up, I kept saying, Lord, what is it that you're trying to tell me? What is it that you're trying to get through to me through these videos? And I prayed and I said, if you want me to stop altogether, I will. Because one of my earlier videos, when I did the review on the clip ends, I said then I wouldn't wear human hair anymore because of the spiritual reasons. So I was just basically saying, you know, asking God, what is it that you're trying to reveal to me? Do you want me to give this up? Do you want me to give that up? And going back to throwing out old stuff, it became a challenge for me when I would go through my different tubs and I would see all of this black hair. I'm going to insert a picture. I would see all of this black hair, and part of me wanted to be like, why do I have all this? Part of me was saying, why do I have all this? And the other part of me was like, I need to throw this away. And then there was another part to be like, girl, you know, you spent all this money. You used your time making these wigs. You know, it's good content. And I kept going back and forth about it. And so I was debating about how I was going to wear my hair next. And I was thinking, okay, in my next video, I'll do this wig. And then that's when it came back to me that in February or March, when I did the last video, I said that was my last time dyeing my hair black. And when that came to me, it became so easy for me to throw away all of that jet black hair that was in my tub. Now, God is good, okay? He spared me because I did have one unit that I made with brown hair, and it was like it's a mix of 33. I'm thankful that I had that because over this past month or so, God has called me to rest. And whenever, you know, I get out or I be out, first of all, you know, it's hot in Texas, so there's something I could throw on and, you know, not have to worry about trying to style my hair or make sure my hair wouldn't frizz up as soon as I walked outside. So I'm thankful for that, and another net that I was left with. And also something else that, going back to me saying he has been dealing with me about this over the past years, because the 10% of the time when I did wear brown hair, people would be like, I love your hair, I love your hair, or that's your color. That is your color. And it's funny to me because when you're, you know, a little insecure, when you're not sure about yourself, when you're changing your identity, so to speak, I was like, okay, so, you know, what you trying to say? I look a mess in the black, the jet black does not suit me. That's what I would be thinking. But no, that was God in physical manifestation saying that is your hair color. Your hair is dark brown. Now, as you can see, I hope you can see it, this is my hair. It's also, I dyed it with henna, which is a natural color. Now, if you decide to do this, the first bag that I bought, I didn't check it out that well on Amazon, but it had the halal symbol, which means that it is a sacrifice to other gods. So when you purchase meat or different items, it will have the halal symbol. And that basically means that the meat was slaughtered in a way that was a sacrifice to their gods or whatever. So when I saw that on the first bag, I immediately started the return. It only called for me to mix it with coffee. I didn't brew it. I just mixed it in with the water and let it sit for hours, left it on my hair for about 4 hours, and this is what we have. All this orange, hints of red that you see, that's the gray hair. that is the gray hair. The next time I did see different videos where people added in cloves, and I think it was rose water. I'm not sure, but my hair revelation is I was changing my identity. I thought that I was dyeing my hair for so long, I forgot that my natural hair color is dark brown. Again, both sides of my family's hair is dark brown with a tinge of red. You know, some of it is sandy. And I just decided that going forward, that my hair will be in its natural state. Again, the henna returns your hair to its natural color. So I will continue to wear brown. I will not wear human hair. The Lord has not convicted me on braids, okay? I've been praying about that with working out, especially here in Texas. It's a struggle. Now, I will start experimenting more with my hair when it gets cooler because it's easier to manage. But as of now, I'm thankful that God revealed that to me. And I actually love the way I look with the brown hair. It does suit me better. I feel that it brings out my tone more. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope that you pray about this video and you take it back to God and ask, is there a message in this video for you? It could possibly just be entertainment for you. Thank you so much for watching. And again, go ahead and hit subscribe so that you will be notified when I post new videos. Again, my name is Brittany Lachey. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.